Hello everyone, welcome. Melissa Wick here, and I am shooting to you here in the beautiful Cabo San Lucas. And today's flow, we're going to start with a gentle heart opening, a little bit of centering, and moving into a bit of a flow yoga sequence. So let's change into something comfortable. I got my hat on because it's a little bit spicy out here, so for me it's a bit of a hot yoga. So let's get into something comfortable and let's get started. So today we're going to begin seated. So if you have something to sit on, elevate your hips, that'll be nice. If not, you can just sit cross-legged and bring one heel close to your groin and one heel just in front, doesn't matter which one. And then just let your palms fall and rest on your lap, either palms down or up, your choice. And then take a moment to find your center and close your eyes. And then from here, we'll take 3 collective breaths just to arrive. So we'll breathe in through our nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale in. Exhale out. Last one, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. And then gently close the lips, keeping the eyes closed, and find a tall spine and noticing the line of your spine as you soften the shoulders, grounding down through the sit bones, feeling connected into the earth, and at the same time reaching to the top of the head. And just really allowing yourself to relax into your breath here and soften your thighs if you're feeling any clenching or gripping there. So we're moving away from our outside external worlds and starting to tap into our inner worlds. Giving yourself permission to feel here and to tune in. And then very gently and slowly bring your hands together with your palms touching, fingers in front of you, and then just gently give it a little bit of a rub, creating some friction. And then slowly separate the palms and keep your attention on the space in between your hands, noticing the energy here, while still taking your long, deep breaths. And then here, just take this ball of energy that you've created and then nice and slowly turn your palms toward you and place your hands onto your heart. Maybe a slight bow of the chin here as you notice what this shape does for you. Just really acknowledging this sacred space, the sacred center of your heart. Breathing in and out, feeling your chest expand. And knowing that this is your center of creativity. And tuning into a space of wholeness. And just taking 3 more breaths here. And as you sit here, maybe you tune into an intention you'd like to set for your practice. And then here, you're welcome to keep your eyes closed and listen to the sound of my voice. And here, just gently take your hands back down onto your lap. And then start to bring in some neck rolls here. So either rolling your neck in a U shape, one ear to one shoulder, or if it's comfortable for you, you can start to bring your head all the way around. Moving in a way that feels juicy to you. And then come back to stillness and just take your hands and walk them forward in front of you, leaning as much as you can, just feeling a bit of a stretch in your hips here. Relax your head. And then inhale, walk your hands back close to you. And now we're going to switch the cross of our legs. So the opposite heel is going to come to the groin, the other leg just in front. And then just wiggle, maybe find your sit bones onto the ground, and then walk your hands forward now, feeling the stretch on the other side. Inhale, walk your hands back forward, close to your body. Come into a gentle twist. So you're going to take your right hand to the outside of your left thigh, and then your left hand comes behind you as a support, like a kickstand. And keep your torso in line with your hips. As you inhale, reach tall to the top of your head, and as you exhale, twist from your core over to the left. And then we keep this rinsing motion. So inhale, get long. Exhale, twist. Soften the shoulders, keep the collarbones wide. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, twist. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Slowly unwind, come to center, other side. So left hand to the outside of the right thigh, right hand behind you. Use it to be tall. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Use your core to twist rather than your neck and your shoulders. Inhale in, exhale. Last twist, inhale, get nice and tall, feeling the vertebrae separate. And then as you exhale, we gently rinse and twist. And then release, come forward. Now we're going to take our hands behind us and then start to squeeze the shoulder blades together, draw the shoulders together, shoulders down. And then use the hands to help lift the chest forward as if there's a string tied to your heart and it's pulling you up. And start to bare your neck. Keeping your attention in your heart center, feeling the opening. And then release. We're going to come into tabletop, so come onto all fours. You can take your cushion off to the side if you have one. So wrists underneath the shoulders, hands are shoulder width distance apart, knees underneath the hips, and hip width distance apart. So as we inhale, we're going to tilt the pelvis, lift the gaze, so feeling this front extension. Exhale, your tailbone's going to curl and we're going to round. Look your gaze to your navel, puff up the upper back. Inhale comes forward, so really starting to warm up through the spine. We're going to have a gentle movement. Gentle warm up before we get into our practice, and then exhale. Last one, moving with intention. Inhale, draws you forward, reach your sit bones back, arms are lengthened, and then exhale, curl. Feel the shoulder blades peel away from each other. Inhale, come to your neutral tabletop. Keep your knees where they are and your hips where they are. Just walk your hands forward for that delicious puppy stretch. So melting your forehead down towards the mat and your chest towards the mat. And then your inhale is going to walk your hands back underneath the shoulders, and we're going to find ourselves in downward facing dog. So you're going to tuck your toes underneath. Send your hips up and back, so warming up how you like in your down dog. So pedaling your feet, bending one knee and the other, really spreading through the palms. Press into your hands, and then you want to glide the shoulder blades down the back. You're welcome to take a big bend in the knee and feel the length in the spine first as you reach your pubic bone out through the sit bones. Make sure your weight is even in the palms. And then when you're ready, you can start to lengthen out your down dog. Tune into your breath. Notice where your attention is. And then from here, we're going to inhale. Use your full breath. Come onto the balls of the feet and roll your spine forward into a plank. You might need to adjust your feet. So nice and strong. You're welcome to come to your knees if you'd like. From here, you're going to keep the elbows hugging in, press firmly into your palms, and then slowly come down onto your belly, pointing your toes. Bring your fingertips out and slightly in front of you, And we're going to inhale. You're going to reach, your upper back's going to lead first, and your head's going to roll up. So the tops of the feet are pressing down, pubic bone down. And then exhale, your belly, chest, chin come down. Inhale, roll through the spine. Really press the pinky toes into the ground. And then exhale, roll. One more time like that, just warming up the spine. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Bring your palms right by your chest. Tuck your toes underneath, hug the elbows in. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, either push through plank or keep your knees down through table. Shift back to downward dog. From here, come onto the balls of the feet. Bend your knees a lot. Look between your hands, and you can walk or step or jump to the top of your mat. Feet hip width distance. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shin. Find your flat back. Reach to the crown of the head. Exhale, fold. Now inhale, root down with your feet to rise. Arms are going to lift with you. Slowly roll up. Arms lift. And then exhale, your hands come through to heart center. So really feeling the rooting and the grounding of your feet supporting you. Finding your deep breath and your connection to yourself and to your practice. Inhale, arms are going to lift up. Now your hip bones are going to stay forward. Your right hand's going to reach back, your left hand forward. Palms face out. Maybe you look to your back hand. Feel this opening in the collarbones. And then inhale, arms are going to lift, center. Exhale, left hand back, right hand forward. Twist. Inhale, reach the arms up. Maybe you look up, gentle back bend. And then exhale, either swan dive or come forward, forward fold. From here, you're going to step your left foot back, come into a low lunge, so bring your left knee down. Make sure your right ankle's in line with your right knee. Left toes tucked or pointed, your choice, hands onto your thighs. And gently push your thigh bone forward. And a reminder to keep drawing your right heel back and your left knee forward. You're going to feel the activation in your inner thighs, soften the shoulders. And then inhale, your arms are going to lift up. So we're hinging forward at the same time, lifting out of our hips. And your exhale, you're going to bend your elbows, cactus the arms. Maybe your elbows reach slightly forward, palms open. Feel this chest expansion here. You're welcome to stay here, or maybe you interlace your hands behind your back. And then draw your palms down, so you don't ever want to feel pain. If you're feeling any pain in your low back, just ease off. Maybe your gaze lifts. And then slowly release wherever you are. Hands come forward. On either side of your right foot, shift the weight back. Toes come to draw towards the face for a half split. So try to keep the spine long here. Reach through the crown of your head, so a long line from your tailbone to the crown. And then exhale, roll through your front foot, bend that right knee, walk the hands forward, and then step your left foot beside the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down to rise, arms are going to lift all the way up. Exhale, right hand back, left hand forward. Look to your right hand, stretch, one breath per movement. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, left hand back, right hand forward, look back. Inhale, both arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. And this time, take a step back with your right foot. Right knee down, left ankle in line with the left knee, arms, hands onto your thigh. Gently find this opening here. Left heel draws back, right knee forward. Opening up through the psoas. Inhale, arms are going to lift. Cactus the arms, bend the elbows. Feel the shoulder blades feel and squeeze together. You can stay here or interlace your hands in the non-habitual way and find this heart opening here. Palms reach down the back leg, open up the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. And then exhale, release, hands on either side of the foot. Exhale back with your leg. Starts to lengthen, drag that left heel back, toes towards the face. Find the tall spine, hips are squared. moving with awareness. Bend that left knee. Take a step forward with your right foot, feet hip width distance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then Utkatasana chair pose. Bend the knees as if you're going to sit in a chair, and then arms are going to lift up. So you want to sit so far back that you can see your toes, and your tailbone's drawing forward, and you're drawing your belly button in. So you want to feel like this scooping action in your belly. And then inhale, come to stand. Exhale, arms come down. Find your mountain pose, Tadasana pose. I am here. Inhale, arms are going to lift up. Hands come to touch. Exhale, bend the knees as if you're coming through Utkatasana chair pose. Nice and slow, but we're not going to stay. You're going to release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Back into that chair. Arms are going to lift all the way up. So we're going to move into a moving meditation all the way up. And then exhale, bend the knees, move through that Utkatasana. You're welcome to close your eyes here. Release the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees. Utkatasana, rise with the arms, lengthen the legs. Exhale, palms touch. Utkatasana, flowing, moving meditation. Release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. And then inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands come through to heart center. And then inhale, arms are going to lift. Exhale, fold forward. From here, place your palms down, step back into a plank, and flow here. So you're welcome to come down through your knees, or come all the way down. You can come halfway to up dog, or belly, like I am, to cobra. Hug the elbows in, heart forward and up. Exhale, come back into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. So connect here, back to your breath. Inhale your right leg high. Keep your hips level. Right foot is flexed, toes face down. Find the line in the inner right thigh. From here, you're going to come onto the ball of the left foot, point your right toes, bend your right knee, shift your weight forward, round the back, knee to nose. So wrists underneath the shoulders, puff up the upper back, use your core, and then look between your hands, step your right foot through. Left heel comes down, left toes out 45 degrees. Find your balance. Inhale, arms are going to lift, warrior one. So you might need to open up the legs a little bit. So really engage this back leg. Outer edge of the left foot is down, hips aiming towards the front, thumbs back, pinkies forward. And then exhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, open up the chest. Humble warrior, so right shoulder to the inside of the right leg. Release the neck. Notice if your hips want to wing out to the right, keep that moving into the midline. And then release the palms, inhale the chest up, and then cartwheel, open the arms to warrior two. So adjust your feet. So the outer edge of the left foot is parallel to the back of the mat, bend through the right knee, ankle in line with the right knee, look beyond your right fingers. See if you can see your right big toe. You might need to open up with that right glute, knee in line with the second and third toe. Reverse your warrior, inhale, lift the arm up, side stretch. And then let's make this fluid. Let's come forward, all fingers and toes come forward, plant the palms, step back, find your plank, big breath in. Exhale, either bend the elbows halfway or come right down to your belly for cobra or up dog. Elbows stay in. Exhale, shift your weight back down dog. Inhale, left leg rises, left toes down. Keep the spine nice and long, push through the hands. Come onto the ball of the right foot, point the left toes. Bend the left knee, shift your weight forward, knee to nose, round, puff up the upper back, core engaged. And then step your left foot through. Right heel down, right toes out. Warrior one, inhale, arms are gonna lift. Engage that back leg. Interlace your hands now in the opposite awkward way. Inhale. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. So left shoulder to the inside, palms lift. Keep that back leg engaged. Release the hands down, lift the chest, cartwheel, open the arms, warrior two. So right outer edge of the right foot to the back of the mat. Look beyond the left fingers, bend in that left knee. Reverse your warrior. So left palm flips up, keep that left shoulder out of the ear. And then let's flow. So 10 toes and 10 fingers come forward, plant your palms. Take a step back with your left leg, find your plank, your power. Exhale, bend the elbows, come down either halfway or to your belly. Up dog or cobra, heart forward and up. Move with intention. Belly button draws in and back, downward dog. Toes together, knees wide. Sit back into a child's pose. Glide those shoulders down the back. And then lift yourself forward and just come through onto your sit bones and then bring your feet forward. So we're going to come into staff pose. So you're going to take your sit bones onto the mat, extend your legs, just gently remove any flesh, and we're going to have the toes facing towards the ceiling and draw the backs of the legs into the mat. So you want to feel your legs active. So if you find it hard to keep your torso on top of your hips, just take your hands behind you and use that. Keep the shoulders down and away. If you can bring your palms right by your side. So here everything is working. You want to bring your awareness to the very, very base of your spine. Take deep breaths here. Close your eyes. Get nice and tall so you feel this dual energy of this rooting and grounding, at the same time lifting from the top of the head. And then take your awareness to your lower back. Feel the energy rise. Really press the backs of the legs down, toes flexed. Bring your awareness to your mid-back. We're strengthening. And then awareness, bring it to your upper back. And then bring your awareness to the top of your head. Get nice and tall. Inhale, your arms are going to lift up. And as you exhale, start to hinge and reach forward. And then soften, relax your head, your toes, your shoulders. Take about 5 breaths here. And then while still staying folded, we're going to find gentle movement. So as you inhale, you're lengthening the spine. And then as you exhale, your head gets heavier. So stretching the top of the spine now. And then here, flex your feet again. Power up the legs. Reach your hands forward, maybe aiming past your feet. Find the flat back. Inhale, arms are going to lift. See if you find a bit more space. And then exhale your hands down. Shift yourself forward so you have enough space behind you as you come onto your back. If you have any neck or shoulder injuries, just come into a restorative waterfall on your back and just let your legs dangle into the air like this. Maybe you put a block or a pillow underneath your sit bones, your sacrum, I mean. And then if you have no issues, we're going to move into shoulder stand, so I'll guide you through it. So really try not to look left or right and just listen to the sound of my voice. So here you're just going to lift your hips up, take your hands to your lower back. And then without adjusting, just pause here, getting used to being upside down. And remember, if you feel any pain or strain, you want to ease off. Bend your knees towards your forehead. Now you can adjust and walk your elbows in a little bit closer. Maybe you walk your hands closer to you along your back, and then maybe you extend your legs again. So you want to have the backs of your legs aiming away from you, so you have your legs stacked on top of your hips. And then see if the breath can still travel freely through the throat. You're welcome to stay here, or you can keep your left leg tall and then slowly bring your right leg towards the back of your head. And then alternate. Right leg stays, left leg comes down. Come right back up. And then gently, maybe you take both legs down towards the back of the head. Keep your back supported the whole time. Only if your feet touch behind you, then you can release your low back and interlace your hands. Otherwise, keep supporting, keep breathing, and just trust in your own authority to not look left or right. This is so good for our spine and our thyroid. And then if your hands are interlaced, bring them back to your low back, and then slowly, with care, we're going to roll ourselves back down. And then we're going to come right into a bridge pose. So bending your knees, heels close to your glutes, hip width distance apart, and when you're ready, just go right into it. Inhale, lift the hips up, interlace the hands behind the back, walk the shoulders in. Now you're going to feel a different sensation in your throat. Press the back of your head into the mat, and imagine as if you're squeezing a beach ball between the legs, so your legs are still active. And then slowly release the hands and shoulders, roll yourself down. Draw your knees in towards your chest and giving yourself a gentle hug. Maybe you rock from side to side or just spine stillness there. If you have a ponytail, you can let that go. And then here we're going to find ourselves in Supta Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet to touch, knees open. Shimmy and wiggle as you need. Maybe gently bring the shoulder blades closer together, open up the chest. And then here we're going to interlace our hands and just keep your thumbs uncrossed. And then we're going to gently start to tap our chest. It's just tap, 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 tap in a way that feels good for you. So this is great for releasing tension. Also great to activate your immune system, and just breathe into this. Nice and easy all over your chest. And then take one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, closing your eyes and receiving here. Taking a few breaths. And then take your hands to the outside of your legs. Gently close the legs together. Feet hip width distance apart. Cross your right ankle over the left. Let your ankle clear your thigh. Flex the right foot. You can stay here with your right hand pushing the right thigh away. That might be enough. Or you can start to draw your left knee in, interlace. Your right hand goes through, interlace your hands behind the back of your left thigh. Soften the shoulders. Keep the back of your neck long. Maybe you use your right elbow to gently push the right thigh away as you draw your left knee in closer. And stay present with your breathing. Stay present with your heart center. Other side. So right leg comes down, left ankle crosses the right thigh, let it clear, left foot is flexed. Left hand to the left thigh, gently push away. Or take your left hand through, interlace the hands behind the back of the right thigh. And then finding your edge. release. And we'll come into a twist before our final resting pose. So you can take your right arm out into a T, palm up, draw your knees over to the left, keep your left hand maybe holding onto your right thigh, and your gaze can come over to your right hand. I like this twist because it find a nice release in my low back, but you can take any twist that you like. And then let your right shoulder get a little more heavy with every exhale. Inhale yourself back through center, nice and easy. Left arm opens up, knees over to the right. Take your right hand to support your left thigh and twist. And then release, come to center. And you can take any last shape that you'd like to take before Shavasana. Maybe you want to take happy baby. Maybe you just want to draw your knees in towards your chest. Anything you'd like. Or just come right into Shavasana. Extending your legs long, as wide as the mat. Palms open. Any adjustments as you need, get comfortable. And this is the most important piece of your practice, so try to stay for at least 5 minutes here. Just feeling infinite degrees of release as you relax your breath, closing your eyes, let your head be heavy. And let it all go. Allow yourself to relax and sink into the ground. And allow the energy within you to organize itself into coherence and harmony as we lay here in this state of receivership, receiving the effects of our practice. And I invite you to keep this energy with you into your day or to your evening, and to spread it to all of those around you. Namaste.